What's up, guys? It's Hey John, and I jumper opportunity nonstop. And ladies and gentlemen, Terra Luna is doing, well, nothing short of miraculous things in the past 48 hours. It literally went from 120 to 0, and now 0 up to about 3,300%. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is literally the most crazy roller coaster you could ever have in your life. I've told you guys in the past few videos, this will be the dead cat bounce play of 2022. I'm seeing folks losing their and losing their house over this, and then there are people putting in $100 and now they are up over $100,000. These are the plays that people dream of. And for some folks, this dream is nothing short of a nightmare. And for some folks, well, this dream is a reality that they are now entering into. Now we have to ask ourselves, what's going on with Luna? Is there going to be a plan? What is it? What's going on? And this is what I want to discuss today. Okay, folks, here we are on the Terra Luna website, and there is something called a Terra ecosystem revival plan. Validators should reset the network ownership to 1 billion tokens distributed to 40% to Luna holders, 40% to UST holders, and 10% to Luna holders at the final moment of the chain halt, and 10% goes to the community pool. So 40% should go to Luna holders before the $1 depegged for UST. And then current UST holders should be made as whole as possible. And then right before the chain halted, 10% should go to those guys. But after that, well, you are literally chopped liver from the looks of it, because the other 10% goes to the community pool to help drive innovation. And the whole point of this plan is to, quote unquote, make a fork of the previous Luna, and just to move assets over and to make the people more whole. Of course, I don't think it'll be a 1-to-1 ratio, just because there's no way you can make everyone whole, because, well, there just isn't enough money to go around. So the real question is, if this happens, will you be okay with it as a investor in Terra Luna or UST? Some may not be and some may be, but these are the risk, the inherent risk when you invest into cryptocurrency. Now, I do understand that this is not fair, but we live in a world where, well, things are just unfair, and we see the playbook get changed all the time. Now, we can sit here and complain about this, or we can react accordingly and determine what is best for our position. Now, I've told you guys also that people have been trading this and they are making tons of money. I know people who put $100 and now they're over 100 grand over. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, literally, dreams are being created here and dreams are being shattered here. Now, I'm not saying this to say ha to the people who lost a lot of money. It absolutely is a shame and it's terrible. But at the same token, there are opportunities here, and that was the whole message I'm trying to convey. So we do know that Mr. Kwon has a stronger personality. Kwon says, I spent the last few days on the phone calling Terra community members, builders, community members, employees, friends, and family that have been devastated by the UST depegging. I am heartbroken about the pain my invention has brought on all of you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from this personality that is, in my opinion, a stronger one, well, I don't think I've ever seen somebody come out and apologize in broad daylight and this public with that sort of apology. I would say it is, in my opinion, genuine. Because if someone has that type of personality, well, they usually do not feel remorse for what they did. And if you're going on public and Twitter, in this case here, with over 27,000 individuals being able to see your tweet, well, I would say it is, in my opinion, genuine. Now, is it enough? Absolutely not, because words do not make your account inflate. But Luna did inflate to the moon while the UST was depegging, and people lost their So now I'm seeing CZ of Binance here, and he has a different opinion of the fork for Luna. This won't work. Forking does not give the new fork any value, that's wishful thinking. One cannot void all transactions after an old snapshot, both on-chain and off-chain exchanges. Where is all the BTC that was supposed to be used as reserves? Shouldn't those BTC be all used to buy back UST first? And CZ says, I don't hold UST, never had, and I don't know it too well. Usually busy with other things, but now dragged into this. Well, if CZ is talking about UST and depegging and all of this fork nonsense, well, that tells you how big of a deal UST really is. Now, I do agree with CZ. Where is the BTC? Because 28,000 BTC, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a lot of BTC to be used, Bitcoin if you're not aware of it, because as you know, Luna has one of the single largest BTC wallets out there, and this can impact tons of things. Now, I'm still wondering, why hasn't this been disclosed? There have been some rumors going around saying, hey, you know what? I saw 2,000 plus BTC go into a Gemini account, and then the trail ends there. So the question is, where is the BTC? If Mr. Kwon wants to reinvigorate the Luna community, he needs to demonstrate where is the BTC. And most importantly, how is everything going to work for the folks who bought after the chain halted? Because as you know, you are still able to buy it on CEX, but when you buy on CEX, you're basically buying IOUs, and you are able to trade it on the DEX, and you will be trading through portals. So all of this is going to be very interesting in the next few days. We will be seeing how everything unfolds, and we're seeing Terra Luna move over 3,300% from the lows in under 24 hours. So people are making fortunes at the same time because this is an opportunistic trade. Okay, folks, here is a Singapore police report against, well, Mr. Kwon. He's a resident of Singapore, and I am a concerned citizen about those who have lost money on the Luna cryptocurrency scam. Want to make a police complaint to seek justice for all of those who have lost money. There are at least more than 1,000 Singaporeans that I know that invested into UST and Luna. UST was sold to them as a stable coin. So Mr. Kwon has a huge target on his back, and he has infuriated a beehive of people. And these people are coming after him. So the question is he able to negate all of this bad press? Is he able to re-inspire confidence? And most importantly, is he able to keep the Terra Luna ecosystem alive? And the most important thing here is what will happen to the unsung heroes of the Terra Luna ecosystem, because these are the individuals who create projects on top of Luna. And I would say these individuals and these projects had nothing to do with the UST demise or the Luna demise, but yet their projects are going to tank and their investors are going to tank. So the question is, will they be able to maintain the status quo in terms of going back in time? And even if Luna and UST falls out, well, there are other domino effects and other people affected. So this is a larger problem, and this is why an ecosystem, while it's great, if it falls apart, everything follows suit afterwards. For me personally speaking, I really do hope Luna and UST can make a magical rebound, and I do hope the BTC can be used to possibly burn off some Luna. For me personally speaking, I don't see why you would fork and then disregard everything else. I don't understand why you would do that, because it's easier to just say, hey, you know what, all the best stuff I don't like, let's just chop it out. Like, who cares? Forget about it. But at the same time, all the newer people who came in, well, they're the ones getting left in the dark, and the Luna coin will be nothing short of a meme coin, while the new fork, Luna V2 or whatever you want to call it, will be the continuing version of the original project. So in my opinion, there definitely needs to be more clarity in the near term. I do understand that these projects are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it takes time to go through the use cases and to go through the scenarios and figure out what is best for the ecosystem. But as they say, time is money, and people are, well, not feeling too good about their money right now, especially if you're in Luna or UST. The best way for you guys to support the channel is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. And most importantly, have an awesome day, and I will catch you all on the next one.